I want to talk to you about a piece of American media history that has always fascinated me. Orson Wells' broadcast of The War of the Worlds on October 30th, 1938 was about Martians invading planet Earth, and it led to public panic. The first two-thirds of the 30-minute broadcast presented a series of simulated news bulletins which suggested to many listeners that an actual alien invasion by Martians was currently in progress.
At least 40 people, including 6 state troopers, lie dead in a field east of the village of Grover's Mill. Their bodies burned and distorted beyond all possible recognition.
4 companies of state militia are proceeding from Trenton to Grover's Mill.
The strange creatures, after unleashing their deadly assault, crawled back in their pit and made no attempt to prevent the efforts of the firemen to recover the bodies and extinguish the fire.
For want of a better term, I shall refer to the mysterious weapon as a heat ray.
Studies have shown that up to 60 million people tuned into this broadcast. In many ways, the modern news media has latched on to this principle to drive ratings. All too often are we inundated with meaningless news stories whose sole purpose is driving ratings. Yet there's no public outcry.
Everything that came over this new magic box, the radio, was being swallowed. People, do suspect what they read in the newspapers and what people tell them, but when the radio came, and I suppose now television, anything that came through that new machine was believed.
We're all on royal baby watch. Birth may be imminent.
The birth of an heir to the British throne.
Man's best friend, this pup, sticking by his owner's side.
KFC. A deadly cocktail of heroin and booze.
One of our biggest motivations for creating the Daily Earth Post was to use it as an educational tool, so we could teach students to not always rely on one news source or not always believe what they see. So much of the modern news media is based on shock value and infotainment.
So in a way, our broadcast was an assault on the credibility of that machine. We wanted people to understand that they shouldn't take any opinion predigested, and they shouldn't swallow everything that came through the tap, whether it was radio or not.